Hi, hello, I'm Chao, a doctoral student at McGill University Faculty of Law in Montreal, Canada. It's my great pleasure to use this wonderful opportunity to introduce briefly to you about my paper that is recently published in the Journal of East Asia and International Law, Volume 10, Number 2. My paper is about the procedural legal issues in the interpretive proceedings before the International Court of Justice, the ICJ. And the title of the paper is Power, Jurisdiction, and Admissibility, Reconceptualizing Procedural Legal Issues in the Interpretive Proceedings under Article 60 of the ICJ statute. The ICJ is a main organ of the United Nations and also one of the most important institutions of international dispute resolution. In addition to the contentious and advisory jurisdictions, the court is also empowered to interpret its previous binding judgments under Article 60 of the ICJ statute. These proceedings can be called the interpretive proceedings, and according to Article 60, the judgment of the ICJ is final and without appeal, and in the event of dispute as to the meaning or scope of the judgment, the court shall construe it upon the request of any party. It is quite important to study those procedural legal issues in the interpretive proceedings, because the court cannot touch the merit of the dispute without firstly establishing that the procedural legal requirements have been met. Since the wording of Article 60 of the ICJ statute is very simple, the court needs to conceptualize the procedural legal issues in the interpretive proceedings by the means of jurisprudence. So far, there have been 5 cases in which the court was requested for an interpretation as to the meaning or scope of a previous judgment. The court's jurisprudence in the 5 cases are not entirely consistent, and generally speaking, the court has conceptualized 2 procedural issues in the proceedings, namely the issues of jurisdiction and admissibility. However, a case-by-case examination of the court's jurisprudence would reveal that there is still no structurally clear and logically sound analytical framework, because the ICJ fails to conceptually divide the issues of power, jurisdiction, and admissibility in the interpretive proceedings. In order to rectify this problem, my paper proposes for a clearer conceptualization of the court's power, jurisdiction, and admissibility under Article 60. And if this topic interests you, and I hope it does, I really hope that you get a chance to read the full paper in the Journal of East Asia and International Law. Thank you.